Don't you want your donuts right? Oh, hey, don't you ever fuck with me, boy. Do you know me now? I'm a bad man.
Mr. O with the info.
This is an American Douchebag Productions.
What up, what up, what up, what up? It's your man, Mr. O with the info. Giving what you need to know. But, you ain't here for me though. It's been a while. Glad y'all come back. And I hope you stay for a while. Fix my camera. All right. You know, coming up with these topics, coming up with these so-called solutions. The Communitah. The Communitah seems to think and believe that hypocrisy is not a real thing. What's good for thee supposedly is not good for me. Or in this case, Shannon Sharp. I find it crazy and strange. From my earliest memory of the 90s going into the 2000s, I heard we were supposed to be, as a community of two genders, male and female. I just thought, with all the progressiveness of the previous century, starting in probably the 1900s, really the 1920s. Then we had the 40s with World War II. Fast forward to the 50s and 60s, 70s and 80s. I don't want to talk about the Great Depression. Nobody wants to talk about the Great Depression. They want to forget about the Great Depression for some reason. Might be going to that in the next couple of years, but what do I know? What do I know? Strong and independent. Check. Equal. Double check. Well, gender dynamics, intersectionality, all the other bullshit. Check. Not within a week span, regarding no, I'll say since the beginning of this so-called movement, red pill movement, black pill movement, real pill movement, whatever have you, whatever brought you here. I'm trying to process this as best as I can. Age gap relationships ain't nothing new. Only in probably about the last 60 years that we start seeing more and more so-called close age relationships amongst all races of people, male and female. Only now is it being revealed that the women folk and some of you men will want to go and trying to put shame on older men, us older men 35 and up now. So you're probably talking about me. You're talking about me. Men 35 and up, basically now older millennials, including with Gen X and some boomers that I respect. We have come to a quagmire, not only in the community, but the so-called American society. They've been policing our Johnsons since we left them damn plantation fields. We suffer under the thumb of white racist supremacy, along with Western feminism, to a degree that we have now a situation, not even in a week span, of one woman in her 50s being celebrated, even being scapegoated to messing with younger men. And I know what Tracy means by so-called younger men. She probably talking about 20s or up to the early 30s. So she talking about y'all millennials. Millennial men, Gen Z men. Everybody cool with it. Yeah, you might have some people might have said some things, that's actually based on some logic and common sense. But the overall answer to Tracy Ellis Ross situation is an agreement from both genders in the community. Both genders. It's not until the quote unquote older black man that's not broke, high status. I ain't about to judge Shannon Sharp looks. I don't judge no man looks but my own. And you know what I'm saying? I mean, I look good, but I've seen better days. I ain't no Paramount picture or nothing like that. But same time though, the powerful of the powerful, Super Bowl champion, sports commentator, sports podcast, all that, multimillionaire. He want to get his freak on with a young tender. A young tender that at first was down with the shits because she was gonna get hit with a few bits. You catch my drift? Even like the little Don play. Now she want to go ahead and use modern methods, the court system. And shout out to CGA, and other black content creators. But shout out to CGA for saying that lawsuits are the new divorce. And since Shannon, like us other bachelors that sing too much out here in this Western culture now, we ain't going for none of that. What's good for thee should also be good for me. And again, over here, I listen, but I also judge. Fuck all that bullshit. Fuck all that bullshit. Tonight, here over there at the Ozone, we gonna break all these damn hypocrisies down to the bare root. I want to go ahead and put a microscope on this shit, and I want to see like little cells of other cells that gonna tell me like, yeah, man, it's time to go ahead and tell the truth. That's it. I just want to go ahead and spit the truth, speak none but the truth, and live by the truth. So help me God. Where do I start? In previous podcast videos, I said before, and I think I was actually just joking. You know, I am a comedian, full-time security, part-time comedian. They told me to quit my day job, so I'm doing this podcast shit. But I really did dawn on me that I said what I said. This is one of the first damn generations. I might have to go look up Greek and Roman times, but in modern times, this is the overabundance of so-called bad bitches walking around, old and young. I was just outside in the hood talking to one of my home guys before I got on this damn podcast, and I was breaking the shit down. I found it funny. I could literally go to a lounge on Southside Chicago, you know, go into a lounge, and I could get 4 18-year-olds. Now, you probably saying like, wait, what? What? Well, here in Chicago, yeah, if you know a couple of people at the door and whatnot, you probably get in at 18 years old. Ask me how I know, male or female. So you can literally in this day and age get 4 18-year-olds. You can go ahead and talk to the little 18-year-old that snuck in a bar with a fake ID, you know. She don't want to go to the clubs because she already know them niggas up and they ain't got no fucking money. They thirsty and they ain't got no motherfucking essence about themselves. Cool. She probably gonna be sitting right next to her 36-year-old mother, 18. She probably already scripted how what niggas to talk to, who's who and who's not, trying to find the weakest, lamest nigga in the bar to buy the whole 4 of them drinks. I'm gonna get to the 4. I'm gonna get to the other 3. As she planning and scheming with her little daughter, the 54-year-old grandmother. How's Tracy Ross again? And she like 52, right? Y'all see with I guess good diets, medical science and investments, and now probably working out hard that much. You can see a whole bunch of Tracy Ellis Ross's version at 54 because she 52. Ain't nothing but a 2-year difference. Right. Only, she gonna be talking to the queen of the mall. It's gonna be possibly that 70-year-old or a 72-year-old great grandma in a bar. Now you got 4 18-year-olds in the same bar. The reason why I say they 4 18-year-olds because they all got the same age mindset. It's just the 18-year-old can get away with it. Y'all ain't think about that, did y'all? Now let's say old Shannon probably let's go ahead and try to do that for the men sake. You could actually have the father and the son and possibly the grandfather in the same bar. But guess what? you won't know they in the same bar. You see how that plays out? You see how they keep player? Now, them 18-year-olds, they going to let you know they in the club. They going to let you know they in the club. You know why? You know how? Because every 5 minutes, they're going to go ahead and tell you, like, oh, this is my daughter. Oh, you think I look good? Look, you should go ahead and look at my grandmother. Your grandmother? Yeah, she over there. You don't see over there twerking and everything. You know what I'm saying? She still got it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, she only need that's her original hip. There ain't no BBL. There ain't no hip replacement. Now, you mean to tell me that even though he do get flack, but let's be real, y'all allow Leo DiCaprio. Hell, I even say go further. Y'all let Leo DiCaprio and George Clooney clean up for how many decades? No problem. Shannon Sharp sticks his Peter Weeder and one little tenderoni. One little tenderoni. That's mid at best. I mean, everybody want to lose their damn mind. So, in the nigga community, we have this situation of hypocrisy. I remember distinctly going back to some other older videos of a potential case incident, the eyewitness going back to 2002, sophomore year, coming out the what did I come out the entrance or the side entrance? Yeah, came out the front entrance. Came out the front entrance. Came at high school, 8131 South May. Yeah, they closed my school down. That's why I ain't even graduate from that damn high school. I had to go to Iowa, but still though, I ain't get no class invite or anything. But fuck it. I literally seen Robert Sylvester Kelly. Shout out to R. Kelly. Shout out to Kels. Shout out to Kels. Robert Sylvester Kelly in front of my damn school. From my damn school. Same chicks. The juniors and seniors. So that's what class of 2004, 2003, and 2004, and 2002, since I said that. Class of 2002, 3, and 4 was all outside trying to get in the car with R. Kelly. Some of them did. This before the tape came out and everything. We was like, damn, Kels must be a real good guy. You know what I'm saying? You want to go ahead and take the fans around. This is before the infamous tape that got him sent up the river the first time. But I digress. So everybody cool with it. Even these girls, aunties and mamas, right? Told our millennial asses in high school, if we wasn't already jumped off the porch or already making funds in our pockets, doing the illegal thing, and some of us had them little square summer jobs and little McDonald's shop like I did too. But anyway, they told we was broke, we ain't had shit, and they only want to mess with the grown niggas because they had the dust, they had the power, and they could do stuff with it. Okay. 2002, 2003, 2004. 20 years ago. 20 years ago. 20 years ago. Go on Facebook. Go on IG. Go on X. I see some of the same bitches that I went to high school with. Some of them that got in the car with R. Kelly. Now I want to go ahead. I want to talk about these so-called grown men praying on supposedly, well, they were some little girl, but let's say they was 18. 18-year-olds could still be in high school. Not gonna talk to a high schooler, but still though, technicalities over here. Technicalities. With the technicalities. They go ahead and said that Shannon Sharp is a so-called predator. R. Kelly is a so-called predator. Only 20 years later, only because deep down inside, they know, just like Tracy Ellis Ross know, the jig is up, the game is over. Charlie Brown don't even want to come to the park no more. So the football is gone. The game is over. What happened? What happened to the old spinsters that knew they failed? They go ahead, become good old maids, good teachers, literal teachers of the community. Some might even go join a convent, become a nun or something like that. They all want to be that rich auntie though. I see it all the time. They want to be that rich auntie. Now all y'all fucking rich though. And I keep on telling y'all, like me, like Glass Top, like Sweet Jones, even the person in the flesh like Tito, Ram, and me. I like to drive these bitches crazy and want to send them to the fucking funny farm. We don't have no more funny farms. The funny farm's a crazy house. We don't have no more funny farms. Go ahead and send some of these crazy chicks where they belong. And yes, Ozone is my chat, and people that listen, I do like to drive them crazy. But anyway, we gonna hear from the social media, aka the Communitah Times Square, about this Shannon Sharp and Tracy Ellis Ross hypocrisy. I want to see how far y'all gonna move the goalposts on this one, ladies. Even when I seen an article said that people are not really, truly, fully grown until they're 30 years old. I think that shit. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick on X. I'm trying to figure out, like, y'all want to move this goalpost to your own detriment. To your own detriment. Hold on. Let me see something. I gotta go deep down and try to find, but yeah, I should go ahead and get it though. Cause this right here is going it's gonna bite a whole bunch of people in their ass. Hold on. Ew. I know I saved it and I tagged Tito in it. Hold on. Stay y'all asses there. Again, y'all know what time it is. This is American Douchebag Productions. So I'm being a douchebag trying to look at something that's bringing education to this thing. Because this is getting crazy. This is getting crazy. That should be coming up right about now. thought I had it. But there's a particular post. I don't know if it's an actual article, but y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. Y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. Damn, trying to find it. Yeah, because these goalpost movers, these here we go, right here. Bam. Got it. All right, let me go put this to the screen. All right. Bam. Now look at the picture. Look at the picture. Now, look what it says. Look what that shit says. Oh, my water. Get thirsty. Shout out to Freezer Zip. Shout out to Freezer Zip. Putting that love in my body. Studies says people don't fully become adults until their 30s. And what picture has they so-called want to use? Whose picture do they want to go ahead and use for this so-called study? No, is it? All right. This one right here. This one right here. And I'm supposed to go ahead and supposed to accept this. That frontal lobe bullshit. So you mean tell me that let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. Keep that right there. Let's keep it a buck. You can go ahead, go to West Coast Production. Hey yo, people in the chat. What up, Chaos Rain? What up, man? What's good, bro? What's good, bro? And now I ain't gonna say you know, you probably don't partake in this the debauchery, the degenerate behavior. I don't. I don't as much glance over the particular hub, you know, that's shows corn like that. Oh, okay. I got you, bro. I got you, bro. Hold on. Don't mind if I do. Links in the chat. The links in the chat. So I'm trying to go ahead and figure something out. Oh shit, I kind of lost my little train of thought. Hold on. That damn weed. Okay, not bad. So you mean to tell me you can go ahead as soon as you turn 18, even while in high school? You mean to tell me? Oh yeah, in the chat, do y'all know if West Coast Productions is still in operation? I know a particular one, you know, by the name of Gaggers and Ghetto, or is it Ghetto Gaggers? Yeah, Ghetto Gaggers. Right. You can go to West Coast Productions, Ghetto Gaggers. Black, yeah, I know. I use, yeah, I be using it. And shout out to Keep It 100. Keep It 100 probably actually filming majority of them damn scenes I'm talking about from the company. I'm fucking with you, Keep It 100. I'm fucking with you. But for real though, you can go ahead and sign up. You can go ahead and sign up. Oh, there you go. I about to say the link ain't working.
You gotta give me a minute. What? How much time? 32 minutes into this stream. Okay. And I see this same call. Studies say people don't fully become adults until 30.
Yes.
As black people or any person with intelligence or common sense knows, why is there a black image of a black bitch on the screen?
Again,
and trust me, I'm very heated and mad right now. I'm cussing right now and I don't like this because you're still trying to get to a certain level with this channel, Miss O. So wait,
hey, Chaos Rain. Before you, I don't mean to interrupt you, but over here, you know what I'm saying. You gotta understand, bro. You can say whatever you want to say because
This is an American Douchebag Productions.
Okay.
Hey, come on.
Okay. All right. Good. Okay. Good. All right. Yeah. Is this recent? How long ago this post was posted?
Let me go ahead and take a look, see real quick, and you know,
I might have to delve more deep into this. If there's links, I will do a
April 13th. Hold on, let me go get. You know, I'm gonna give.
That's this year.
Yes, it came out a couple. What was that? Last week, 10 days ago.
Hold
on, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat.
Yeah, yes, sir. I wonder if this was posted after Trey Sales said that she dates her dudes.
Before course of events.
I'm noticing there's something brewing here. This is suspect right now. I don't mind the guy posts this where Twitter is, but here, brother, and I will say this to any brother that's moving forward with content, unless there's no actual article study that someone concocted some bullshit they create and wrote, I will look at this right now, but I'm not gonna take this verbatim because normally with things like this, there are people that devote time and energy to write articles and their findings to prove their point. Do you follow me? As it's saying, studies show that you don't develop theory. Okay, what studies? Is there links to this?
I might go ahead and find it.
And right now, it seemed to me that the person that posted this Twitter, he would have posted some underneath this. Now, I'm not saying that it don't exist, but let's be fair, honest. They put a black chick image on it and said that on the bottom with the special wording with the red on it to draw and galvanate your attention. I've noticed with certain content creators, and I was going to check one. As you find this, let me look at this guy's channel. One second. Let me find this. Let me look at my histories briefly, because I'm going to see what's going on. I'm noticing there's a serious trend out here, man. I mean, where is this goose? I'm not gonna name this channel because no need for that shit. I ain't doing that shit. Fuck that. Okay, I found this channel, and now I'm going to go to his live videos.
Okay.
I'm looking at this now. And ironic, how about that? There's not one video or live stream to talk about what Tracy Ellis Ross talked about. She likes to deal with younger dudes. Imagine that. Wow. But we sure as fuck find they talk about good old Shannon Sharp. You can't make this shit up at all.
And Chaos Rain.
Go ahead.
I found just now on my Google search. I typed in now look, hold on. Let me go ahead and share this particular tab real quick. Let's go ahead and bring the people up to speed real quick. Now, I don't know if you can see it real good.
Okay.
Now I typed it in.
Okay.
Study shows that people aren't. I kind of missed what's the name? I missed the word, but it's all right. Yahoo and Google, they're very smart. So let's just say that it says grown until 30. Guess what links I've seen and pulled up?
Mm-hmm.
One, we have a BBC link. People don't become adults until their 30s, say
Mm-hmm.
scientists. Then we have the Mirror Company.uk, same tagline, headline.
Mm-hmm.
L, probably short for L Magazine.com. People don't become adults until their 30s. And last but not least, Earth.com and Independent Company.com. Do you know what date these links are showing right here on the screen, sir?
6 years ago.
Yes.
So this is something they posted before the lockdown of 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And now they bring
That's not good.
and they bring it to our attention now on someone caught it on and posted on Twitter X. And the funny thing about it, since of 2019, we all know Me Too did not start come around till 2018. Then this came around the next year.
Well,
Surprisingly.
I'll say the Me Too. All right, so we gotta go back to at least 2015, 2016. Me
Okay.
Too really was in motion in that
It's that-
2 year span.
yeah, 2 years back. But I only focus on the motion. I don't focus on anything prior to that because once it take motion, then it's effect. You get me? Regardless, there's some
Okay.
kindlings of it back in 2016. Unless they step forward and say, "All right, we're gonna move this in motion and make this a reality." That's when we know we have to pay attention to because now it's out there in front now. So that's why I said 2018 is the pivotal moment because that's when it started in motion. And then next year they upward come with these hit piece saying you're still considered a child at until 30. Well, they're saying what Dr. Jewel Procom said it best, and I never play her lectures, but he said this that in this society, especially when we talk about young people, young adults, to fulfill certain needs and accomplish certain things or do certain things, if they keep changing the game on us and telling us that you're not supposed to be this until you're at this age, etc., or they're talking about the brain is not fully developed until 25, all this nonsense. Mental retardation or retardation stage has a suit for the average human being. Once you start prolong and stagnate or tell them that they cannot be this or we don't expect certain things because we say you have to be this point in life to get that. That's retardation, bro.
Yeah.
You get me?
No,
And a lot of people don't think and believe this because you're in a society that condemns men, uplifts women, prioritize women, and make an environment for these women to thrive on. To the point they're thriving, to the point now you'll see them say that I could sit there and fuck your sons, and I'm old as a bat. And why you could do that? Because I can. Because I can. That is very much probably that's actually dangerous. When a person's so comfortable to say I can't, and not
sounds
one
like
person
game.
in the chat room of that whole fucking live stream, that whole video did not have no thing opposed to that. Well, they want me to waste time talk about. I'm going to talk about Shannon and this thing more, and what I correlate next time on my live stream. I think it's Thursday. I'll do it. Cause I was back. I wasn't gonna cover this because I look at it and say this ain't nothing, ain't no big deal. In context, I'm not knocking Shannon.
Me
When I
either.
look at these things that they want us to give my soul divided attention, I be cautious because first of all, other groups men are doing this. No one's saying a fucking shit. Why is it an issue when a black man does now? It's a big fucking issue.
Well, Becky, she's getting very, very mad because Ling Ling is taking all her so-called simps and backup plans, and
Yeah.
they've always been passport bros since the beginning. Passport bros, man, he was colonization bros. Fuck you mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Yeah. So why is it now? This is a fucking issue now that this man doing, and we all know Uncle Shannon, he has way with the ladies and he is paying for it. He's blowing their backs out in all angles, including the backside, which I don't condemn. Stay away from the back door, gentlemen. But like I said, He's having his fun. Now, the women he chooses to have fun with, that's unfortunate. That's his business. You get me? These people know what they're doing. He's not finding them from high school. He's finding them when they're just out of high school, first year or second, wherever they, and they are considered quote unquote adults by the law of this land.
That part.
See, people for God said they only put morality to a certain set of men. When I hear this bullshit about morality, I should ask the question: who should be holding morality? Which race? Which man? Which woman? Give me fucking names. There needs to be context now because there's more beyond double standard. This is a fucking I like to call my good friend Mr. Brown called mate guarding. Too many of our women in our group and these other non-black men are mate guarding to a certain group of men so they can get access to all the pussy, all the intangibles, while holding a certain group of men so that way you hold the back. And matter of fact, they're pushing other groups of men, especially black men, into the back doors of other men. And that's because we don't want to have conversation.
No,
yeah. Because if you're holding all the fresh ladies, right? Where are the men going to go? Oh, you're actually promoting homosexuality. But we don't want to have these conversations. But go ahead.
Passport, grab your passport and go.
Yeah, you go. Yeah, you travel. Yeah, which most men are doing already. Let's keep real. That's no secret, And they bragging about, which is fine. That's their biz. But
overall, chaos reign. You're very besides the name chaos, you know what I'm saying, you're a very sound logical individual, and you could basically see like the chain of events. Now I'm trying to figure out that, and good point about that 18-year-old, even when he's still in high school, because guess what, I voted for the first time at 18 years old, and guess what, I was still in high school. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out, as a so-called young adult that's not fully grown, frontal lobe ain't fully developed to 25, and you gotta get extra 5 years, so till you damn 30. But yet you can go to West Coast Productions, you can go to Ghetto Gaggers, you can start an OnlyFans. Even though they going out of style like the damn Jerry curls and all that good stuff, you can go work in a damn strip club at 18. You could be even being minor and major. You could be a video vixen at 18 years old. Even in them so-called corn videos. Now all them dudes is motherfucking in their 20s. Some of them niggas are in their 30s, 40s, and even hell. How old was Ron Jeremy before he stopped sticking his so-called small hat Johnson into these black 304s? I'll wait. They can do all that, but yet marriage, family planning, birthing children. Oh no, she's too young for that.
Yeah.
The title of the stream is The Hypocrisy of the Communitah.
Big hypocrisy. And I still hear grown fucking men talking about saying, we'll find someone your age or older. Or I don't think they say older, but someone age appropriate. Let me tell you something. No society that I know of are dating age appropriately. The only time you're getting that is probably our time, and maybe someone that was born in the 70s might have. And the only time you get that luxury is in high school. After high school, you're not dating age appropriately. I'm sorry. If you're not going to college with your shorty, or you find a chick in college, what most people go to school for, you're going to be age gap dating if you're not doing this already. That's how the jump works. There are male porn stars who are young. Okay.
Yeah. And look.
Okay, yeah. So, like I said, and the thing with Trey Sales was I still talk about it, regardless if few people cover it, because this thing with Shannon, I think, let me tell you something. I'm very convinced a lot of the stuff that's going on and being leaked, there's too much scripting going around in the media, bro.
Oh,
This is too much of coincidence now. How sudden that this man get caught up with some chick that and want $millions and she didn't take it the first time.
Oh, let's go back a little bit further than that. Remember, he got caught up in a little so-called scandal.
Yeah. They say he was blowing someone back and he turned his IG live. You know what I'm saying? Man, there's some games being played here, bro. That's why I'm so hesitant, bro, not even covering Shannon Sharp, because I think this is a great distraction now. Like most of this stuff I'm seeing right now. I'm using my common sense now. I said it's too obvious. It's become even me covering Tracy Ellis Ross. The reason I cover it and you cover anybody else that's a man that cover it is to prove a point that when we talk about age gapping, there's a certain limit to who could do it. If you're old bitch in the game that's been fucking sucking for decades on decades, and then you complain about the pool man, but you go deal with younger men and tell us say the reason I deal with younger men because they're easy. No, younger men are easy for control because you can do what the fuck you want. I went, I did some and listed some people in Clubhouse, same people with certain ladies, same way too. They want to deal with younger men because say the same notion. They say they're more vibrant. They want to get stuff done. Also, yeah, because they fucking young.
Yeah.
Who said they want to make a life with your old fucking ass? Especially if you not have no more kids. And I would recommend no dude that is in their 20s knock up some old fucking bitch.
Well, unfortunately, some of us millennials, they actually made that into a damn lifestyle. Some of my classmates actually was knocking up old bras even back in the mid 2000s. Now,
I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. And you know why how that happened? Because some of these old low level chicks that can't get no dude that's older than them, and let's be honest, they don't qualify. They go back in the pool for the young dudes. Say, I'm just gonna manipulate these young dudes, and they think that's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you one thing: it doesn't turn out well when they do that, Minister O.
No.
He gets
Cole. Keisha Cole is the typical 304.
Bro, I didn't want to include her because she had a bad track record with dudes anyway. So she had no choice to go back and dabble down with dudes that's 5 or 10 years younger than her. I remember one time she fucking one dude that was in his 20s, and she was just pushing late 30s, almost 40.
Her baby daddy was 18.
Look at that. And yeah, and you know, I never heard a lot of women complain about that or say anything bad about the baby dad. First of the boy is 18. But you wouldn't give no great sin because in their mind, you look at black men as men, like the white men look at them as men. If they're 14 years old, you consider them as men. 13, you might as well fucking consider a 10-year-old boy as a man.
Look, 9, third grade.
Third grade. Ain't that something?
You know what they also do at third grade? Don't they basically profile us depending on so-called reading and math scores that are so-called
around third and fourth grade now. This says fourth grade now, but usually it's third grade. But still, that's the more crucial point. It's like between 8 years old or 7 years old, they focus that the most. But overall, really truly, they'll look at young black men that's not even considered legal age as men, or they call them boys, but same thing. So I tell them many times that the outrage is not the same. I'm sorry, and I know why women will how I say this, why women will sit there consider other girls that's 10 years younger than them or whatever as girls, because the more they're girls, then it's gonna entice the other men that are your age or a little bit older, say don't mess with these are girls, you're considered a predator, you're this and that. Why you go around fuck young dudes? How the fuck that fucking works? Listen, I remember Eminem said best. He said anytime when a dude is messing around with a woman that's maybe 10 years younger or whatever, right, and a woman saying that says bad or whatever, all you gotta do is show the tape what Tracy Wallace said and just tell the bitch straight her face, because I can. You get me?
Because I can.
I mean, with Marcus Houston situation, I know it kind of got bad for him. But that's on him. And the reason why, because I heard stories of him his so-called wife is messing around with the dudes his age. But I'm thinking, my dude, you could pick these girls and try to groom them in a so-called church. But let me tell you something. As long as they're in America, they're part of the world.
Yes.
Hear it. You in the United States. What the fuck outcome you think that's gonna happen? You're not dealing with her in another country. You're dealing with her in this country here. So obviously she's gonna dabble around, be around men that's mostly that she can relate to. She can't relate to your ass over here because she's trained not to.
Look, I've been trying to tell. Look, I'm a boss. I live a boss life, but even I know, dealing with the modern woman in a Western culture society, I'm just a side nigga.
Yeah.
No, listen.
Mm-hmm.
Even her husband, her boyfriend, her sugar daddy, they all side niggas. We all side niggas. You too. Because what I'm about to tell you, and this is a black pill for your ass. Look, her main man is the damn government. So,
okay.
who protects her? The police, funded by the government. Who feeds her? Food stamps, funded by the government. Who houses her? The government. But it comes through our tax dollars. So again, we are side niggas.
Okay. I ain't gonna knock that. I can't really knock on that. And you know how most dudes that play the side, I'm saying I could slide on in and slide on out. You feel me?
It's supposed. That's what you're supposed to do. But no, I'm sorry about going a little rant because this shit pissing me off.
Go ahead. Right. Yeah, go ahead.
We niggas love so fucking hard. Y'all some good niggas. You simp ass fuck boys out there want to keep up the go along, get along game. You simp ass square pussies, just like Torre. You square pussies want to go ahead and try to put shame. Y'all trying to put shame on my black heart and all these little young boys and even some niggas around my age and even older, little warm hearts. By going trying to go ahead and use the same fucking lies and deceitfulness, you know what I'm saying, falsehoods that these bitches putting y'all here in the beginning. Y'all gonna tell us that we need to go ahead and just let her do what she want to do because you want to fuck her. You want to fuck her when you young and she basically giving it up to you when she old because you want to feel like you did some conquering. You learned something. Then when you get an older age, and shout out to us though, because we supposed to be motherfucking training their ass anyway. But still though, your niggas want to go ahead and give your fucking heart away. No one put the chick to work. And what I mean by work, I mean actually put her on a fucking payroll, make her your so-called secretary and your maid. It could be done. They won't be paid to stay in the damn house, right? Come up with a plan. It ain't tricking. Hell, she better go ahead and be on her best P's and Q because she do that shit for her employer. Period. So you want to go ahead and fall in love with the bitch and shout out to CGA because a lot of you other content creators out here that stole his shit. These bitches are in business. What's up, Detroit 313? And that's right there. Uncle Sam is her man. Period. You know, those slick nigga heroes from back in the days, they use the same fucking tactic. They sided with the so-called master. They sided with the manny bitch off the plantation because they want to go ahead and be like, oh, at least I ain't them niggas. But unfortunately, what have we learned in this damn space? What we learned, Chaos Ring? What have we learned, Cortez Smith? What have we learned, Detroit 313? What have we learned? No matter how so-called good you think you is, we all the same nigga.
Yeah, man. And that's one thing I take out of this, man, because the hypocrisy is always real. It's always on point. I would say good luck to Shannon Sharp, you know what I'm saying? I hope that he makes as much money as he can as much. And people forgot that when he played in NFL, he made money, but he's nowhere making the money like he's making now. You get me? And when you look at his contract back in late, was it like really? I think late 80s, maybe early 90s. You know what I'm saying?
Early
When
90s.
and he played for over a decade or so.
Mm-hmm.
The most he ever made was he had a contract was like 5 million. You know what I'm saying? So what he's doing now, he's making way much more than that because his sheer talent. And because he's signing from here a bigger deal, this came about, to discredit him, to make him not only lose out on the extra money, but lose out on a lot more things because he's not willing to give someone 50 or so. And mind you, the 10 million that he offered that bitch, right, is that she's going to get that, but she has to divvy that up with the lawyer, which lawyer is going to get his little percent. And they try to be greedy and say, no, I want more. And I'm not sure. And I think they probably want double that. Because if they think if he's getting like $100 million contract, they think they're entitled to 30 to 40 million after that. Because if they say if this scam come out, he'll lose that money. And I say,
you see what Cassie doing? You see what Cassie doing?
And the one for PD with his problem, right? Because he want things to go away and he has a track record. That's why it didn't stick when he gave the money. See, Shannon, he's a little different. He's not doing. He's going out there just like doing what Diddy did, from what the records have shown. You know what I'm saying? And he's right now in the fight right now, Diddy right now, because he's gonna be doing trial and all that stuff right now. That's
he in a whole heap of trouble. He in a whole heap of trouble.
He's a whole heap of trouble. He's different. But Shannon, for someone tried, what do you call it? Shake him down for $500,000. I mean, half of
a billion.
Yeah, well, not half a billion, like half of 50, 100 million said they want half of that.
Oh,
right?
50 million.
Yeah, I'd say nah, you ain't getting that bitch.
50 million.
Go back to the lawyer and we're gonna fight and settle this. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. I'm saying
50 million.
50 million. And usually 10 million, that's just being generous. I think it's too much for pussy, let's be honest. But let's say you go there and say, all right, I'm making more of that. I can recoup that quicker. Instead of them taking the bitch, take the money, say, you know what? Let's say get more. No, you're not getting more. Oh, okay, but no deal. All right. You know what I'm saying? See, this should be a lesson. You get me? This should be a lesson that every black man should not cough up the cash so easy. Make the bitch work. Fight, you're gonna have to fight this. You get me? I don't care if she's black or non-black. Especially if you deal with any of them type of women, you damn sure she gonna have to part,
Over here at the Ozone, we live by a particular manifesto, in which it was inspired by the great, Iceberg Slim. He had wrote this beautiful novel called Pimp. Now, like I said in previous books and everything, I could never be a pimp. Was a Mac, never be a pimp. I just don't have the energy, nor the situational awareness to keep my fist and my foot out of a dumb bitch ass. I just can't. I just want to go ahead and tell and give guidance to a chick. If she don't follow guidance, I'll just go ahead and tell her go on her way. No foul loss, none like that. So I came out and listened to that book, read the book several times. In the beautiful book, Iceberg was getting schooled against Cocktail Pool by Sweet Jones. In a particular section called the Unwritten Book, Chapter 10. Damn, that's the damn shine. He breaks down the origins of the so-called men of the evening, the procurers, the so-called noble studs of yesteryear. He said that even back then, once they left off them damn plantations, those noble studs, first of all, they wasn't lazy. This guy's fucking sick and tired of picking a white man's cotton and kissing his funky ass. First. Second, the slick nigga heroes, them free slaves looking for the promised land, walked on up north, and guess what they found? Chaos Reign. Guess what they found? They found the same white boys still ramming it up into the finest black broads And guess what? The bras were stupid squares. They still freak for free with the white man. It wasn't for them noble studs that make them chicks stick their hands out for the white man's dust. You would still be looking at them like they ain't shit to this day.
Damn.
To this day.
Damn. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. But you see, TQ, what's up? Yeah, man. These ladies nowadays known saying that by still open my access, not options, access to these group men, they feel they'll assure them the greatest relationship that they need and make them a nice woman, make them higher than Miss Ann. And I said, bitch, you're never gonna be higher than Miss Ann. You are gonna be the side piece. You are side piece at best, side booty. That's that position in the society. You think that's gonna change? There's gonna be a few of you that might get a lonely, stupid, non-black man, but that's only a small fraction. That's why you look at the data with the interracialists, with them and non-black men. It is. I tell people the most you'll pray for, it'll go up to maybe over 3%. But anytime it starts coming to 5 to 10, if it gets there, you looking at already a demolished waste society.
Oh yeah.
Because first of all, non-black men are not accustomed to giving niggas shit, and they're not in the business giving black women shit. Matter of fact, if you look at the guy from Mississippi that's doing time in jail right now, a police officer, he blew the brains off a single mother because she didn't want to play her fucking natural position role. Now a lot of people say that's harsh, but let's keep it. Let's think about this. This man's married. He's white. He's giving you the dick and some money for your trouble, for your little bastard children.
Was he a police officer too?
Yes, a police officer in Mississippi. This happened like 4 years ago, back in 2021. Okay, I think it was
5 years ago. Damn.
Yeah, that was long ago. I think he was convicted that same year. It happened probably maybe sooner than that. But the point is this, because the trial goes 2 years, so we could say in 2019 this happened. But the point is this: she did not want to play her natural position role and be the side piece for a white man. So and she threatened Mr. Charles, said, "If you don't make me an honorable woman, leave your wife, be with me. I'm going to tell your fucking wife." He said, "Oh, okay, I got something for you, bitch." And one night, he went and waiting through with his life and blow her brains out.
With her son in the crib, right?
Yeah, with a chair right there, just sit there. And here's my thing: that was kept silent. None of it until somebody in the certain sector of YouTube pulled that out. I think it was Red Supreme.
It was Red Supreme. Me and you both was there in the chat.
I remember that. Yes, and he's on and say he was go at these so-called women that had what they call white fantasy dreams of being Miss Man. They will never talk about us. And I tell men this, black men this, and black men are aware of this. You're never going to see a black woman go at hard at Mr. Charlie or any non-black man, because going hard will seal their potential or the opportunity to be in beds with Mr. Charlie. So they can't afford talking bad about him because they on the low. And I said this, and this is funny, but I said this on one of my streams. I said this. You know why black women will never teach their sons to be dominant and sit overthrown white supremacy or overthrown the rule of the white man? Because she's working too hard every day, including Tuesday, to be on her knees and suck the white dick and submit. Man, that's what you train her sons that. Yeah, go ahead.
Hold on a second, real quick. I got a cash up. Yo, shout out, man. Hold on, man. Shout out to the International Quiet Storm. Shout out to my guy, man. You know what I'm saying? He said, for the absolute fire content lately, salute for the $10 cash up. Hey, y'all do know I'm like the other content creators, right? You know I got what's the name for y'all to go ahead. So what was that? $10 Jones. All right, I'm gonna play this for you real. Castígala, lo que See.
That's that Chicago flavor, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause there are a lot of Latinos down there in Chicago, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, humble pop babies. We got them little Puerto Rican. I've been hitting that Duolingo. I'm about to go up there and trying to go and test me Spanish. Yeah,
Yeah.
see. Hey, like my boy Future, he said, man, look, she an immigrant, no trust her, she got benefits.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, so like I said, there's no way out of this. Black women are very much content with white supremacy. They won't train their boys. The method, they'll stagnate more of the boys as time progresses. They're gonna continue to stagnate more of their boys because in their mind, by doing this, they be more grace with other groups of men. They already given up everything: their mouth, their box, their backside. So
hey, some of them even tricking their own hard-earned money on broke niggas.
And also broke brads too. They pay for it. Listen, I remember a man with locks said it best that on TikTok said that he tell black men, don't worry about it because these women, they always put standards on you, but in return, they up here having to lower their standards for these group of men. Where at the point that they're paying the bill for the date, the dinner. I say, ain't this a bitch? Mm-hmm. You want me to what do you call fly while everybody else are flying higher? You get me? Mm-hmm. I'm like walking or crawling while these groups of men are flying over, and with your assistance, you know. So you are pretty much not in no space to demand nothing, personally. You know, you're not even demand of really explanation from Shannon. You know what I'm saying? I respect Shannon because he keeps it real with a lot of people that watch his content of his shortcomings. Only thing I would expect the brother to do better is that if you're gonna play this Western game with these women, you think you get your shit in order. Why there's no NDAs? Why are you up here fucking pick up any woman and fucking them? And here's what I think. He used to be in the NFL. You don't think that they had this conversation with a lot of these football athletes to go about some women because you're a certain tax bracket? You're doing everything opposite. So my thinking is you can't mentor these young dudes that's doing the same thing you're doing. You're doing the same thing and worse. What they can learn from some old head nigga that's out here trying to chase the same tail you're chasing, man. And matter of fact, most of the young dudes now, I'm noticing now, they're not chasing young tail, they're chasing old bitches now, bro. This some about bizarre thing. No, but usually it's kept quiet, bro. We never know about it, but because the media, we have social media, we're seeing it more and more now. Look at this, Anthony Edwards. He's up here messing with a chick that is a year younger than you, bro. Knocking up someone that's about to approach 40 next year. And here's one thing. This woman has the audacity to tell other black women, say, well, you guys, when you go, you shipping poverty. Bitch, you're doing the same thing because the quality of men you getting are dummies and drug dealers. You're no business or and speak to other black women what they doing. You're doing the fucking same thing. Okay. Two. All right, so we got Anthony Edwards, new baby mama, and we got to talk about Drea. Now, Drea is literally 40, what? 40, 41? No, she born 85. I don't know if she turned 40 now. Okay, she 40. Yeah. And she got a 22-year-old son that's the same age as her so-called boyfriend. Her son probably now is 24 right now because she had her son at 17 at 2001. Yeah. Wow. Tell me your actually it's 2002, one of the years. Anyway, yeah. So 22, 23. So yeah. Yeah, so if my math is right, if her son's 23 or the same age, Jalen about to turn 24, if I double check what year they're born, right? I would say she had her son at 16. Yeah, so yeah, she did a fast little thing out here. Yeah. Tell me you're a whore without telling me you're a whore. Matter of fact, hold on. Do I even got that? No, I ain't got that clip. I don't got. I got to edit that into it. Yeah, I got Thomas Shelby asking this chick, "Are you a whore?"
And basically, if you're not, you in the wrong place. And that's why I'm gonna tell these chicks that gonna come over to my comment section, be like, "You bashing us? It's so fucking what? So fucking what? Like I ain't have to sit and watch Oprah. Literally had to watch Cynthia G. Nala says
Okay.
bashing. I digress. But going back to this, so you got Dre and Michelle, and I forget. I ain't gonna lie, both of them bitches bad. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. Anthony Edwards couldn't stand the fucking channel. I was like, you know what? This bitch dumber than a fucking bag of hammers. Fucking a box.
No, I was wrong. Yeah, yeah, she had her son at 17 because Jalen Green is born 2002, so she's the same age as her first child. If I double check, because they say the same age. So if I'm right, she had him at 17. But still, before out of high school, still problematic because you're still in high school. Nor the times have not really changed much.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I remember specifically. See, I paid attention in health class. I paid attention in biology. I remember specifically them so-called after-school specials, them so-called teen pregnancy scare programs in high school. They literally used to have videos showing you if you get a kid. I mean, if you have a kid while you're still a kid, you basically fucked out here. But guess what? What? In that same year that I watched that particular video, along with the girls in my student body, at least about 50 of them chicks turned up pregnant still.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and go back to your what's the name. So you chicks really want to be Sally Hemming. Y'all want to be Sanaa Lathan, but you'll never be Mrs. Cartwright from the family that prays. And I still find it ironic. Loving versus Virginia, the so-called infamous case that gave y'all the so-called got the shackles off y'all hands, because the original purpose of a marriage license, and shout out to Tito, the original purpose of a marriage license was to keep my black ass away and my black belly to touching his girl's soft white belly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I kept the niggas all locked up too, on top of that. Oh, and before I pass the mic, I still find it ironic that that both Keisha and Becky have not caught on why so-called Brad and Chad want to deal with Keisha black ass. See, even in the good book, Pimp, the illustrious Noble Sweet Jones dropped this little line and hit my skull books, hit the back of my head so hard, I could not unsee it ever since. What when they ended slavery, yeah, they basically freed the they supposedly freed the niggas, right? But what they really free Chaos Reign in theory and in nature, they did not free human beings.
Yeah.
Yeah, they literally free a uncaged animal. You black man, if you want to go that way, and an insatiable whore in a B-dub. Because you know what? Well, we all know, but this so-called white woman don't know. She only know why why the white man lock all niggas in tight prisons and stockades to this day. Again, to keep my black belly from touching her soft white belly. But also, the dumb black bitch have not come to the situation on why since 1957, despite the fact Loving versus Virginia has been in effect, we have not seen a surplus of so-called white men marrying black women, as y'all so-called say how we do it. But did y'all not think that when he's behind you, on top of you, got that leash around your neck, if you want to go ahead and play that particular game, even when you want to go ahead and call him master or he's smacking your ass, he don't see a human being. He's thinking he's fucking an animal.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, not what was considered 3/5 of a human being, right? What is the white man, so-called Greek and Roman, that descended from the so-called Caucasus Mountains? What is one of his biggest pleasures and fetishes? Fucking animals.
Mm-hmm.
So when he's behind that black woman, He's not seeing no woman. He can't breed his own children out of her at a high abundance. They ain't gonna come out looking like him. He knows he's fucking an animal.
Mm.
And a dumb chick don't even come up to the conclusion and know why. But that right there is the truth.
Mm.
Cortez Smith.
I was looking at the background of Dre Michelle and her child, her first son. Yeah, her son and Jalen Green are only a month apart. Imagine that. 2002. That's just crazy. That's unacceptable. Okay. Yeah, that's very unacceptable.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, if I'm right, yeah, they're a month apart. He was born January the 8th or 9th, or actually 8th. Jalen Green was born February 9th.
Wow.
Right, 1 month apart. Damn. That's why I talk about going backwards. And it tells you to a lot of these young men, and this is why certain sectors of YouTube, these men need to come find, is to get understanding. Not gain, but understanding. You get me? Mm-hmm. Because if you're not getting no understanding, right? You out here lost in the sauce. You're gonna mess around with a bunch of weirdo chicks, especially if you're gonna be making a lot of money. The last thing you want to do is attract the wrong bitch. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying boys shouldn't screw, but let's keep it real. You're going to have to think long and hard about that before you put your dick in and raw with these chicks. Because some of these women are raw.
I'm gonna bring up a video. You keep on talking. I'm gonna bring up a video. Just keep on talking though.
Yeah, some of these yeah, they're not worth it. Reading Pennsylvania. She's from she's from Pennsylvania too. Okay.
Say what?
Drea Michelle, she's from Reading, Pennsylvania.
PA. She a Penn State chick. Well, how far is she close to Philly? Well, know what?
No, she's Pennsylvania. She's born in Pennsylvania, but not in Philly. Some other part of Pennsylvania.
I don't know, man. That Philly is a poison, bro. See, Pittsburgh's on the so-called western part of Pennsylvania. They more Midwest, and they still a fucking headache. Anything.
And you know, it's funny when all these dudes say, well, you know, she keep her body right. I said, I don't give a fuck if she keep her body right. She old. You know, let's go there. We're gonna go there. Go on, keep real. And I hope the dudes liking your video, bro. Let's keep real. Any old chick that keeps her body well, you can find women that is young that probably has the same body but has much more of a better health risk. Health risk. You get me? And we can say she is healthy enough to, let's say, bear children if you choose so. But really, when you start messing with these older chicks, the men and their health, you don't want to be just risking it. You know what I'm saying? And then she gets conceived and carry baby because she is more older. She's gonna probably be more. She's gonna use you more because she feels that, you know, at depending if you're making that amount of money, and she's pushing 40. She said, I could sure use an extra 18 years. So when I'm reaching like almost 40, 50, like if I'm like close to approaching 60, I should be fine. Allegedly. But overall, you know, that'd be a good situation for me. You know what I'm saying? And they know that child support is not being used properly for a lot of these women that get these dudes that got money like that. They're spending on themselves. Think about it. Dre Michelle, from what I'm hearing, left her own son for days while she goes out in town getting some dick.
Yeah.
You can't make that shit up. But you see, she'll get a dumb impressionable minds like Jalen Green, these dumb boys, right? And trust some of these boys that are younger than us, bro, they become more weird and weirder, bro. I can't imagine to find when I find a young dude that's under the age of 30 or under the age of 25.
Let's say 27. Under the age of 27.
All right, let's say under the age of 27, right? You see him as a terrier, and you notice that they're wearing what do you call it? Them funny bags they wrap around themselves. Or
it's called a merce.
Yeah. Or you see them now wearing fingernail polish.
Fingernail polish. They walk around. The dude's trying to call it a crossbody bag. They try to make it sound masculine, but no, bro. That is a merce. That's really a purse. That's really a fanny pack. You want to be technical about it. It's supposed to go around your waist. We could probably respect you like the damn boomer niggas used to have their beards and shit back in the day, but no, no.
Yeah. So you're wearing that garbage, right? And you painting your fingernails, your toenails. Because if you paint your fingernails, you're gonna paint your toenails next. Let's keep real, because as you don't do one thing, you don't do the other. And God knows I can't name anything else these dudes are doing.
Coloring their damn hair.
Oh yeah, the blonde hair. Oh, I don't know why you black men doing that now. That's not a good look. You're just like the bitches. And let me say something.
A1, I predicted this. A1 from Love and Hip Hop. I done told nigga, I said, y'all gotta watch this nigga. You gotta watch this nigga. You gotta watch this nigga. Cause he everybody gonna want to look like this nigga. Nobody believe me. Nobody believe me. Now, don't majority niggas in major cities look like A1 now. And he was the first one with the color fingernails, blonde hair.
Yeah.
And still had a so-called bad bitch. Let's listen to the
oh my god, this one got a tummy tuck and her belly melted. Oh
yeah. Let's listen to the Communitah Square. That's back in the day, a lot of people congregate in the town square. That's how people socialize. That's how ideas and stuff was getting done. So this is the new social media town square. TikTok, X, IG, Facebook. You can actually interact with celebrities, famous people, and they actually interact with you. And you gotta be in the same room with each other. Even though I would like to be in the same room with DL Hughley, you know what I'm saying? Beat him up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Nothing personal. It's just business, comedian. But I do want to be his dad. But let's take a listen to this particular B-Dub and see what she have to say about the Tracy Ellis Ross or the Shannon Sharp situation. Let's take a listen.
That not seeing the life that we thought we would have come to fruition.
Hold on.
And is actually grief. Tracy Ellis Ross just named that particular type of grief. She said that she often finds herself mourning not being partnered and not having children. That type of grief hits very differently, right? You're not missing someone who left, okay? You're missing someone who never even showed up. You're grieving someone who...
It sounds low. Don't you think it sounds a little low?
Yeah, I'm getting low, but I turned up the my laptop to the full, maybe just the video. Yeah, I want to use her video, but it is what it is. Let's loosen one of these.
No, play it. We'll make do with it. Play it. Just play it.
I wish more women knew that not seeing the life that we thought we would have come to fruition is actually grief. Tracy Ellis Ross just named that particular type of grief. She said that she often finds herself mourning not being partnered and not having children. That type of grief hits very differently, right? You're not missing someone who left, okay? You're missing someone who never even showed up.
Let's pause that right there. She said Tracy Ellis Ross is in that grieving, what's the name, about a person that's supposed to be there, but what she really is grieving over a person that's never been there. Missed opportunities. The clock struck midnight and there was no Prince holding a glass slipper. Now she's grieving on what. Hey, can I use this quote real quick from Kamala Harris? She's basically grieving on what has not ever been. Damn. I mean, what you think about that, Chaos? I mean, grieving over something that never been.
Don't tell me you have to agree. I gotta listen to that video again just to to absorb it a little bit to give a real take.
Women knew that not seeing the life that we thought we would would have come to fruition is actually grief. Tracy Ellis Ross just named that particular type of grief. She said that she often finds herself mourning not being partnered and not having children. That type of grief hits very differently, right? You're not missing someone who left, okay? You're missing someone who never even showed up. You're grieving someone who was never even born. And I find it so fascinating because
All right,
grief
let me respond.
in this,
Okay, you know it's
okay.
just too low, and I probably just
Yeah.
send you a link to extract some of these videos so you could upload it into the studio if you're gonna go through content. Um,
Thank you.
Grieving. You only can grieve if you have real loss. Last I checked, if you're losing
Yeah.
somebody. If I did some background and the help with AI, I've discovered Tracy Ellis Ross was never married. So what are you grieving at again? As people didn't really dig research on a lot of their favorite celebrities to know saying what outcomes they had. They already tell you the outcomes, but have you really dove in deep of what actual outcomes that led to why they are or what they're doing in life? Is my question.
The only one that care about Sierra.
Yeah. And Sierra was the lucky one. You get me?
Uh-huh.
I mean, at top of it, have you seen anybody else was lucky and fortunate like Sierra? Not really. Not really. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, talk. I'm going deep in the Rolodex. I'm going ahead and try to think. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, most of you ladies are not gonna have Sierra outcomes. You know what I'm saying? Because Sierra, at most times she was on the cock carousel, like most of y'all ladies. She's in circles of men. You know what I'm saying? That will still entertain her and go as far as they might put a ring on it. And I say might. You get me? She just found one dude that was willing to go all the way in with her. You get me?
Uh-huh.
She was better off staying with Future, since Future is the one that will deal with her. You know what I'm saying? But you know, even him, he's gonna have a preference for women, and she know this. Let's be honest. You think these women are stupid, man?
They
No,
stupid.
a man, especially a rap artist, he's gonna prefer a lot of women. He's gonna be right now. I think Future got almost like 8-9 kids now from different baby moms. His oldest child just turned 23, and he had him after high school. That's my check. In 2002. Because Future born 1983.
And guess what? Guess what I said on the early part of the stream? I said you could get 4 18-year-olds in a damn club. It's just gonna be great grandma, mama, and daughter. But guess what? Granddaddy, daddy, and son could go in the same club, and you ain't know they in there.
Wow. Did not know that. I did not know that. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
Oh, that's why I say, hey, look, you can get 4 18-year-olds in the damn club in Chicago. They're just gonna be 18, 36, 54, and possible 70 or 72.
Yeah. Let me find this player. Let me see if I can find this player. Hold on. Where is it? Where is?
What you trying to do, Chaos?
I'm trying to say something so it make it easier. But so if anytime the volume is too low, you might as well have to download it and upload in the studio. Make it easier.
Oh, got you. Yeah,
Because you usually, I know you like to share some things on certain websites, but if the volume's not hitting it, there's two things to fix it. Either you get like another computer, or most likely a desktop, most likely if you're in your household laptop, you're traveling, another powerful device, or you could just download the video and upload in the studio, and it should play the volume that needs to be. Because it's TikTok. So let me find. Is it TikTok? It's TikTok. All right. So this TikTok, this is one of them. Oh no, it's Twitter. My phone. I looked at the wrong one. All right, here's.
Yeah, this is a TikTok though, but you say you got the Twitter.
No, there's a Twitter downloader. Like if you want to download a video from X, to do that. But let me get
They
it.
got that. I forgot the name of that. What I should download. Don't TikTok got like a down? Let me look that up. I'll look that up after the stream. But
yeah, if you ever see that, you could download your own video, but I don't think you could download people's videos. I don't think they give you that option. from what I remember.
All right. Yeah, I got that link. The snap tick. I got that. Hold on. Let me go ahead and get that. Let me go ahead and try to get that.
And let me say another one. Let me make sure it's the right link. Wow, it's like 2 versions. So this one? No, not this one. Actually, I think this might be the one. Let's go double check. Oh no, this is the one.
I got it. Hold on. Okay. I just download it. Hold on. Let me go ahead and try to go ahead and stop. Let me stop the screen real quick. Let me see what you're working with.
And this is another application. Very good. I don't tell nobody. This is for videos for, I think, pretty much any video. You can include YouTube, but usually that's another good application to have. Because when you look at my stream, I don't really share my screen. I just download the video and then make use of it.
The life that we thought we would have come to fruition is actually grief. Tracy Ellis Ross just named that particular type of grief. She said that she often finds herself mourning not being partnered and not having children. That type of grief hits very differently, right? You're not missing someone who left, okay? You're missing someone who never even showed up. You're grieving someone who never even born. And I find it so fascinating because being single in this society is such a double-edged sword, right? On one hand, it is glamorized. Soft life, the era, solo travel, bars, all the things. And then on the other hand, it's
My bad. Do y'all hear echo? Do you hear echo?
No, I hear no echo.
All right. I thought I was hearing echo. Let's go ahead and continue.
stigmatized, quietly judged, like there has to be something wrong with you, which we know that that's not the case, right? But the craziest part is that for this type of grief, there is no ritual. There is no funeral or memorial service like when we lose somebody in the physical realm. There is no divorce party when you finally leave that man. No outpouring of love and gifts and support when you miscarry a child. There is no closure. Even as a friend, I've had to check myself, right? Because my instinct is to fix it, to throw a solution at it, to cheerlead, to play matchmaker, and make sure that they know that they are so much more than being someone's wife, being someone's mother. But real support is just
Hold on.
discomfort. It's to say, I see you. Not necessarily, oh girl, be patient, he's coming when the time is right, because that's not necessarily the case either. Because here's the truth, being partnered does not guarantee you won't be lonely. Shout out to Cecilia Regina and her Lonely Wife series, if you know, you know. So
I forgot about Regina Hall. I forgot about Regina. Man, hold on. You got Regina Hall out here busting and wide open too. Wow. What a time to be alive.
the real life, the real glow up is in learning to grieve what never was, what never might be, and still learning to build a beautiful life anyway.
Yeah, it still was kind of low, but we catch the drift. She basically trying to escape. She was trying to scapegoat Let me go get this up off the screen. Yeah. So the hypocrisy of the black community. Let's get back to the topic. I find it funny that before, like I said, before the 1960s, because I think during that boomer age group. Matter of fact, I go to the civil rights generation. The civil rights generation, they kind of sort of started that same like close proximity and age group type of thing. But guess what? Like you said, Chaos.
Mm-hmm.
It was in high school. High school sweetheart became a thing in the 1950s, not prior, because even before then, some of the chicks that was in high school in the 1900s, 10s, 20s, 30s, it was getting married to grown men already.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to figure out. It was cool for your great granddad who had to go ahead get a good job or build his own house. A lot of people be want to talk. Can you build can you even build a house? Like, you know what? I can actually I can. But you know what? Niggas back in the day, they literally had to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So you want me to go ahead and work in them damn fields with the white man on the sharecropping, what's the name, or work in a warehouse, work on one of these power plants, bust my ass, work my knuckles to the damn bone, my back is damn about to break, build on my own house, and you mean tell me I ain't gonna get no respect up in this motherfucker? All right, okay. Even now, a lot of black men are so-called quote unquote in the middle class.
Mm-hmm.
Black men between the ages of what was it? 30 to like 65 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Majority of them, 54% are single, no kids. Some got their own homes, high credit scores. Some of them could actually probably still build a house, fix on a car. You mean tell me you can't find not one good black man, even the ones that was in your classrooms that y'all so-called brag about y'all damn degrees, which was not in STEM, was in the liberal arts, but still though that nigga was walking around the campus. You mean tell me you'll wait until you're damn near fucking 40 and want that same nigga, or you just go and find a nigga in college and try to do a reverse CGA?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the hypocrisy. And yet we even talk about called marriage. We ain't talk about actually having a child that's both y'all's, not mama's baby, daddy's maybe. You know, before the advent of the so-called DNA test, a lot of brothers had to go through that too.
Mm.
Hell, my own father, I love you, daddy, R.I.P. He was 12 years older than my mother. And guess what? They both was old when they had me. Mom was 40, and dad was 52.
Mm-hmm.
So, what was my dad robbing the cradle?
Mm.
I'm just asking.
Mm-hmm.
And like what Cortez Smith said earlier, he said, man, Francis Cress Wilson basically showed that it was about Keisha in 1970 being jealous that interracial with black men increased while theirs decreased. Again, I don't see that many half breed babies coming out the so-called Oreo suburb. So
Mm-hmm.
what gives? Pastor you, Chaos.
Oh no, I'm listening. You keep going. Keep going. I'm just looking for something.
All right, go ahead. All right. And I'm my mind still because it's the nigga. Now I'm going to the niggas. You again, you niggas are some nice, kind-hearted. You Umar Johnsons. Umar. You gonna let you say you allow Shannon to continue messing with young broads as long as they ain't snow bunnies.
Hmm.
Even he know. Even Umar know. All that hotep, all that Yanni worshiping that he be doing, even he know he like, damn, what's the name? Had that's that what's the name? That kid when she was only 15, 16 years old, and she was dead by 30. These chicks around here looking damn near dead. They ain't not even 20. Yeah, he know it. He know it. Umar know it. Unfortunately, he had to Marcus Houston. He tried to do it the right way, but it failed, and that just proved our theory. And shout to Jab. If Jesus can't save these hoes,
Mm-hmm.
why are you trying to? Why? And she broke. I mean, at least he got the kid out the deal.
Mm-hmm.
At least he got the kid out the deal. Got a couple of test runs and all that good stuff. And now he probably go ahead and chill and get him another one. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But marriage, now Tracy, now I'm trying to figure out because a chick, you know how these black women like to move the goalposts, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I seen a TikTok, a chick gonna say and try to clarify about her messing with Tracy Ellis Ross messing with young dudes. You know, even in the interview, I gotta watch the interview again. Even in the interview, she did not mention no particular age of what dudes she want to talk to. The beat up gonna go ahead and try to defend Tracy and say, y'all think she trying to be like Shannon Sharp. She was talking about she want to mess with 35-year-olds.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? I ain't see not one time in that whole entire interview that she gave out a specific number of the dude that she wanted to mess with. She just said the dudes around her age are just toxic, and she like to mess with younger guys. She didn't give a age designation at all. So how she go? How the beat up gonna come up with talking about? Oh, she talking about 35-year-olds. Well, I mean 17. All right, that's 17 years, 52 to 35. But that's like again, she all know people on.
Mm-hmm.
Like Dre and Michelle. Damn. So let's say Jalen Green was my age now.
Yeah.
He'll be dating Tracy Ellis Ross, aka Dre Michelle. And see, right there. No. Well, Cortez, what you say, Cortez? Speaking of Umar had allegations put on him about yes. Look, when they can't use you to empower their situation or agenda no more, they cast you to the side, just like communists do.
Mm-hmm.
And we know who the biggest Marxist communists in this damn country. They voted 92% for Kamala this past election. So let's get real. Man. The hypocrisy, the goalpost movement. 10 years ago, all you needed as a so-called man was making 50K, stayed out of trouble, no jail record, you know what I'm saying? Working a good job, and hell, you could probably have a decent girlfriend at best.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you gotta be 6'5". That's 6 foot tall. They moved the goalposts, y'all. It's no longer 6 feet, not 6'1", not 6'2". They're going for the gusto. They want 6'5". They want a point guard at best from the NBA, a wide receiver. Aaron Judge. I think Aaron Judge about 6'4", 6'5", baseball. Okay. 7-figure income. Johnson, they could go from wall to wall. Don't have no other girls though.
Mm-hmm.
She want to go and be the only one in those so-called sweet pockets. Nothing more. Hell, she might give your mama a couple of crumbs if she be nice. Yeah. Shannon Sharp, hypocrisy. Tracy Ellis Ross. Congratulations. And I ain't gonna even talk about that fake nigga bitch, Michelle Obama, basically about to go ahead and be the first divorced first
United
lady.
States Constitution here, history. Yeah.
First black president. Also be the first president to actually go through a divorce. What a time to be fucking alive, bro. What a time. I wonder what's gonna happen on the next episode of this thing called life that we all experiencing at the same damn time. You know what I'm saying? It's they're gonna do another attempt deletion on Trump. Is they actually gonna make they promise and get rid of the income tax and get rid of the IRS?
Mm-hmm.
Hell, will the black woman actually admit that it is a woman and she gonna come back to the so-called black man's table and actually listen to his black? I'm asking for too much. No, I'm not going to play that game. No. And you niggas out there that's been on these podcasts agreeing with the chick talking about I gonna mess with somebody little, you mess with somebody's daughter. You messing with somebody's daughter that's a legal adult. Besides that, she probably can't buy alcohol. But who's trying to get alcohol to a teenager? She could roll my dope. She could roll my bud. If she can do that, but ain't we all messing with somebody's daughter like CGA said? I'm just saying that gaslight you niggas want to go ahead and ride and die on is not gonna get along. It's not gonna get out no pussy. Never had, never will. I mean, look at Umar. Umar got literally get on his damn knees and make the black bitch a so-called god before she even want to go ahead and get him the crevices of her yanni. And these other podcast dudes out here, these square pussy gang goofy gilligans that want to go ahead and try to put shame on our hearts. First of all, I know a lot of you dudes are just jealous that y'all can't even get the young chicks no more. Either you're out of shape, can't even see. Yeah, some of y'all belly stick out so fucking far you can't even see your damn Johnson.
Damn.
And hey, look, the money talk. All right, look, we all broke around this motherfucker. I don't see any Rockefellers or no Vanderbilts in the damn manosphere. No, say no. I mean, ain't no shade or anything. I probably do got the dust. Y'all probably make the millions. I give y'all credit for that. Yo, but guess what? We all are not, you know what I'm saying, wealthy, rich, and all that shit. But guess what? Niggas before us, they ain't have shit either. And guess what? They still got pussy. So the money argument, the so-called we all gonna have to be. I ain't about to be just tricking my money off on any bitch. I ain't about to go ahead. You know, I rebuke the so-called pimping my heart came up. So the tricking it'll be managerial purposes only. I'll go ahead and put you on my payroll before I give you my bankroll. All right. So we gotta get that back out of the way. Sorry about that. Is the boss life came back? I almost had a slippage, you know. So I almost went into the tricking element, but you know, salute to you, Tricks. I like you, Tricks. You know what I'm saying? Made my pockets a little fat back in the day too. So the money argument, the height argument, the body game argument, all these damn arguments, all these so-called solutions. But guess what? We still got. Who was the latest so-called male black celebrity that's went through a divorce? I mean, a bad divorce.
Oh, that's a good question. Oh, shit. Oh, it's not Tyrese. I don't think so. Oh, shit.
Hell, I did say athlete, but we can use Tyrese. Tyrese is a good example because this bitch is on social media, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Samantha Lee. That wasn't Samantha. So Samantha got with a two-time divorce. Damn, Tyrese, you ain't learned your fucking lesson the first two-time divorce R&B crooner that love too hard, that love too much.
Mm-hmm.
You basically got in a relationship with a weak man that was weak-hearted that wanted to love you, but basically you got what you needed to get what you wanted, which is one of the best podcasting platforms on social media. Damn. and Tyrese probably gonna be up in Vegas, probably doing a damn what's the name with Usher in a minute. I can see it. Residency. They're gonna be doing a residency in Vegas in a minute. I can see it. I can see it. Alimony, child support. Yeah, that nigga need that money. And you can't. He probably burnt all his damn bridges with the Fast and Furious franchise. So yes, he might have to get a residency right next to Usher in Las Vegas. Hey, I'm starting to come to the conclusion like it's half and half now with Generation X. I mean, I know boomers and millennials. I fucking hate you millennials, even though I am one. I fucking hate y'all. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I thought Gen X was the guiding light, the beacon of hope. But unfortunately, it's half and half. It's half and half. We got some real ones in Gen X, and we got some fugazi ass, mark ass, square ass, pussy ass, dumb ass, tricking ass niggas. On that side. Always thought half a Gen X, half boom. Yes. Y'all be forgetting. Boomers was also teenage parents. And guess what the parents they was too? The teenage parents too? Gen X. Hell, even the boomer was a little bit grown and still had Gen X kids. Silent generation raised them. So they still got raised like a boomer, just times 2. Oh, we at 155, 154 minute mark. I ain't even planning to go live this long. But since we here, and I'm glad y'all all here, and thank y'all for the cash up, the donations. I hope I hold on.
Yeah, let me jump off here.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Yeah, let me jump off here because I didn't think I was gonna stay for that long. Usually I was gonna be here for like maybe close to an hour, but anyway. But you know, this is a good conversation. You know what I'm saying? It gives me something to look forward to tomorrow. So I'm thinking what time I'm gonna do it. I might have to create a thumbnail, but right now let me just call this a day. Thank you, Miss O, for dropping it. Let me come up.
No problem. Anytime, bro. Anytime. Hey, look, mi casa, su casa.
Yes. Oh, yes. Most definitely. All right, take care, brother.
Take care. I guess I'll go ahead and let it cook for about 5 more minutes. You know what I'm saying? I guess I'll go ahead and end this nice little live stream. You know what I'm saying? Might have to do a part 2 to this. You know what I'm saying? I did have a little couple of video, but they all got lost in sequence anyway. I already forgot the little script that I already came up with in the back of my mind. You know what I'm saying? For old Shannon and Tracy Ellis Ross. Like I said, not even in a week span, we got a hypocritical quagmire situation at our hands. So-called dating dynamic. Also, with us young, damn, I keep on forgetting I'm OG now. With the young folks and old folks trying to date each other, but not date each other. Men and women, women and men. Young chicks want to go ahead and talk about they want to mess with older dudes because the young dudes are so-called too conservative. Oh, well, yeah, let me get into that. Hold on. So which one is it? Hold on. Which one is it? We are getting so many different narratives put into the lexicon. Now chat. Now follow my drift. Case in point. Then y'all remember the article from a couple of days ago that said Gen Z women want to mess with older men, preferably probably the older millennial or Gen X guys, because they supposedly be like more liberal. They got more money, whatever, not even for the money. I forgot about that part. And it's not for being sugar daddies. because I guess they so-called more understanding, right? Okay, because the dudes around that age group, the Gen Z men and younger millennial men are too conservative, right? Right. All right. What did Tracy Ellis Ross say about the dudes around her age group and why she got that younger dudes? Oh, wait. Which one is it? On one hand, we got this argument of of older women shaming men around their age for dating younger women, but the younger women saying they can only mess with dudes around that age because they so-called understanding, in which we have the older women who say, F it, if I ain't gonna get the nigga around my age, I might as well date younger dudes because they still lit, they understand it. So which one is it? We neither race really can't have it both ways. But since I'm a little bit of a chauvinist, I'm gonna say, like, bitches, y'all can't do what we do and say the things we say and try to make sense of it. Really? How? Even with them the links I showed y'all from the article from 6 years ago, but now they want to go ahead and put it back into the lexicon and put a black woman's face saying that she ain't grown until she's 30, but she can go ahead and get OnlyFans, go ahead and become a porn star, sign up for Section 8, do all this other shit, get degrees, vote, do all this stuff, but she supposedly ain't grown until 30. Damn, man, I'm looking like David Ruffin right now. I ain't even know that on this damn screen. Shit. Where was I at? Oh, yeah, the hypocrisy in a whole shebang. And me as a free thinking straight black man getting sick and effing tired of gotta hear this so-called bullshit going through my head and trying to process it and trying to go ahead and make sense of it. My head hurts. But forget it. We had a good show. You know, it's 10:44. I gotta get ready for work in the morning. Again.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Also,
like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you want to choose to donate, you can sock it to my pocket at Cash App, $MISTRO070. And you can hit my email if you want to go ahead and support the content.
Yeah, man, I go up and make it a what's the name night, but I call it a night. Maybe I'll surprise y'all tomorrow. I've been lying on my damn videos. I ain't gonna lie, I be tired as hell. I be wanting to go ahead and stay consistent. I be trying to do that Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm gonna try to keep it. Might surprise y'all tomorrow. Might give y'all burn notice. But if I don't, y'all can catch me Friday. And if you have a problem with that, I'm gonna go ahead and sit arrow on you.
Don't you want your donuts right? Oh, hey, don't you ever fuck with me, boy. Do you know me now? I'm a bad man.
I'm a bad man. Again, it's Mr. O with the info. This has been.
This is an American Douchebag Productions.
And I'm gone. Peace.
Mr. O with the info.